Okay, Bobby, it's yours.
Okay, ready to open the meeting?
Yes.
All right, you want to establish a quorum?
Yes, I can. Bobby Smith,
Here,
Joe Ingles,
Here.
Jimmy Cox. Jimmy Cox. Okay, we have a quorum.
okay. Approval of minutes of last meeting?
Yes. You weren't at the last meeting.
Right.
Brian, I would ask you to weigh in here, since Bobby wasn't there and Joe's the only one that was.
That's fine. By approving the minutes, you're just making the minutes of that meeting part of the record. You don't
Okay.
have to affirm that you were present and you know that happened.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, well then, for approval of the minutes, then, Bobby, are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there any questions about the minutes or any changes need to be made?
I have no.
Okay. You want to make a motion to approve minutes?
Yeah, I move to approve the minutes for July 20th, 2020.
Okay, I'll second that. All right, no discussion or anything. Everybody in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
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 Okay, it's approved then. Minutes are approved.
Did I hear you, Jimmy?
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
There, good. All
Good,
right.
good to hear.
All right. Okay, then we'll go on to the temporary easement of Lancaster going to present.
Sure.
All right, is this Jeremy or?
This is Adam Essex,
Oh.
Public Works staff member. I'm a utility coordinator for our Public Works department. I work with all the utility companies.
Okay.
First item is a temporary easement proposed by Duke Energy. This is at the west border of Grand Park, along the east side of Spring Mill Road, just south of 191st Street. Lancaster is adjacent to Grand Park there on the west side of Spring Mill Road. In order to establish permanent electric feed for the Lancaster development, Duke needs to extend electric facilities down Spring Mill Road to the south. And in knowing the city's preference to, when we do have to have utility poles, to have them at the back of the right-of-way, they had reached out to me because they thought it seemed a bit strange that there was no right-of-way apparent at Grand Park. And I explained to them we have not completed our replatting of Grand Park, so that's why the right-of-way does not exist. So they would like to work with us in getting that as close to the back of the right-of-way, but to do so, they need some type of an easement until our right-of-way gets recorded. That way, that it just protects their facilities, the placement of that. So they're proposing setting about 3 poles there on the east side of Spring Mill, and they would like to set them about roughly 53 to 55 feet off the center line of the road, which puts it on the outside of Grand Park's fence, not quite the back of the right-of-way. If they went to the back of the right-of-way, that would put the poles inside the fenced area. So they would like to get them as far off the roadway as possible. So they've added some language to their standard boilerplate document for easements and effectively written in a chapter that makes these easements terminate as soon as Westfield's right-of-way is recorded.
Okay. Do we approve both of them the same, or do we do them separate?
Why don't you make a motion and authorize, say, Jeremy Lawler to sign on behalf of the Redevelopment Authority.
Okay.
That'll prevent you guys from having to come in and chasing people down.
Okay. isn't there another one on 191st Street?
Yeah, so, and then there's a second one along 191st Street, at Grand Park's north border, south side of 191st, where, Duke is, they're doing an upgrade of their existing facilities just for all the, growth on the north part of town. And they would basically like to do the same thing, set their new poles, about 2 feet off of Grand Park's fence, on the road side of the fence, not inside the park, and just to get them as far off the roadway as they possibly can to allow Westfield room for future improvements.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on either one of the easements?
Adam, this is Jimmy Cox here. I appreciate you responding to some of my earlier questions. You had said though in one, and in one of your responses on the Spring Mill one, you said that permanent power will be extended underground. So what we're approving tonight, will they need to tear up any roadways or anything like that?
They will not. No, yeah, Jimmy. They will. So they will set 3 new poles on the east side of Spring Mill Road, because that's where the power is already is presently. It's on the east side. And then they will bore underneath the road with a directional boring machine underground. So there won't be any disturbance other than, what's made by the boring machine, which is small. And our office monitors restoration through our encroachment permitting process. So, no major.
You can tell I'm very aware of construction terminology. So.
That's okay. There's no dumb questions here. That's a good questions, for sure.
Any other discussion?
I have no comments. I mean, from the questions that were asked from Jimmy and then that email, it kind of answered all concerns I had, so I'm good.
Okay, I'll accept a motion if somebody wants to make it.
Motion to approve the easement or temporary easement.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Any other business on the agenda?
That was for both easements?
Yes, that was for both easements.
Okay.
Oh, also, I need to put in there to authorize Jeremy to sign the papers.
Okay.
You get that? Do we?
Anybody want to change their vote?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Any other business then?
I don't have any other items for you tonight, Bobby.
Down here.
All right, then I'll accept the motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
We have a second, or do we have a motion?
Oh, we have a motion. I motion that we adjourn.
Okay. Do we have a second? All right. Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, meeting's adjourned.
Thank you, guys. Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
thank you.
All right.
Take care.
Yep.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you.